How do you solve this question? You are welcome back. I am Miss Becca, and in this video, we will be solving this question. A man stands 50 meters from the base of a building. So let's first interpret the question. So it says a man stands 50 meters from the base of a building. Let's say this is the building and this is the base of the building. Then the man is standing 50 meters. This is the man. The man is standing like this. He's standing 50 meters from the base of the building. This is the man. Then let's continue. The angle of elevation to the top of the building is 60 degrees. When you hear angle of elevation, then angle of elevation is always on the ground level, because when it comes to elevate, just take it as you elevating your head. That is, you have to raise your head up. So the angle of elevation to the top of the building is 60 degrees. That means the angle here from here to the top of the building, the angle of elevation from the point where the man is standing to the top of the building is 60 degrees. And the question says, find the height of the building correct to one decimal place. So we are to find this height. So from here now, the side that is opposite, this is a right angle triangle. So that means we are using SOH TOA to solve this. So which one are we using? Are we using sine, cos, or tangent? Now let's identify it. This is hypotenuse because it is the side that is facing the right angle, and then the side that is facing the given angle is opposite. So this is the opposite and this is adjacent. So now we are to find opposite and we are given adjacent. Opposite and adjacent, that has to do with tan. So that means we'll have tan 60 degrees to be equal to opposite, that's h, over adjacent, that's 50. Then when we cross multiply, h will be equal to 50 tan 60. So what is tan 60? H will be equal to 50 times 1.7320. Then h will be equal to 86.6 centimeter. So the question says, find the height of the building correct to one decimal place. So at the end, you have to say the height of the building correct to one decimal place is 86.6 centimeter. And that is how to solve that. Now let's take a look at another question, a second question. This one says, in triangle XYZ, side X is 8. Let's first sketch the triangle, but let's read till the end. In triangle XYZ, side X is 8, angle Y is 45 degree, angle Z is 65 degree. That means this is not a right angle triangle. Find angle X and side Y. So let's first sketch the triangle. Do you need personalized help? Click the link in the description to message me directly. We have triangle. Let's say this is our triangle, and let's say we have X, Y, and this is Z. So it says side X is 8 centimeter. Side X is the side that is opposite angle X. So this is side X. This is 8 centimeter. Okay, it's 8. We're not given the units. Angle Y is 45 degrees. Angle Y, this is angle Y, is 45 degrees. Angle Z is 65 degrees. Angle Z is 65 degrees. And then we have to find angle X and side Y. To find angle X, we have to look for this angle X and side Y. We have to look for this. So how do we calculate this? So to calculate angle X now, it is easy because we were given two angles already, and the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So we just say angle X plus 45 plus 65 will be equal to 180, and that is the sum of angles in a triangle. So angle S will be equal to 180 minus that will be 110. So angle S will be equal to 70 degrees. We solve the first one. And the second one says we should find side Y. Now, what do we use? Are we going to use the sine rule, or are we going to use the cosine rule? Because this is obviously a no this is obviously not a SOH type of solution. So we are either using the sine rule or we are using the cosine rule. And now let's remember the rules. If you remember the rules, then you will know which one to use. For sine rule, we have say x over sine x to be equal to y over sine y, and then to be equal to z over sine z. So we use this, sorry, sine z. We use this when we have maybe two angles and one side, and we are looking for one side, or two sides and we are looking for one angle. So from here now we have two angles, we have one side. Okay, let's see. Y, angle Y has its own side, then angle S has its own side. So we can use x over sine x to be equal to y over sine y. We cannot use z because we do not have a value for z here and it's not relevant to the question. So we'll just say, what is x now? That's 8. 8 over sine 70. So we have 8 over sine 70 to be equal to, what is y? Y is what you are looking for, and then sine y, that's sine 45. So we have y over sine 45. Then we can cross multiply so that we have y sine 70 to be equal to 8 sine 45. That means y will be equal to 8 sine 45 over sine 70. So what is sine 45 and what is sine 70? So y will be equal to 8 times 0.7071 over sine 70 is 0.9397. So this would give y to be equal to 5 times 6.568 over 0.9397. So when you divide this, y will be equal to 6.02. But because we were given the equation, we were not given in decimal place. When we were given the side x, we were not given in decimal place. So it will be better you leave your answer as a whole number. So that means y will be equal to 6. We were not given the units. So you don't need to put centimeter or meter, since the question did not state units. It just says s equals 8. So that means y equals 6. And that is it. So go through it again. If you are confused or you have a similar question that you don't understand how to solve, leave it in the comments and I will bring the solution your way. See you next time. That's it for today. If you learned something new, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and drop your answers or thoughts in the comments. Remember, math gets easier the more you see it and say it. See you in the next video.